So we'll be starting in 5 minutes, and then just to reiterate, for the question and answer time, we will have a microphone. So let's please be. We'll try and get to as many people as possible. So any questions? Any pressing questions?
Sir, what's your name again?
I'm Aaron Snell, AARON-SNELL, and I am the Public Information Officer for this incident. Yes. Yes. Hopefully I got back to you. Since I have your attention, and just make sure all the mic checks are good, right? But since I have your attention, we have additional PIOs. So our contacts with media, hopefully will get a little quicker. So as you guys have your areas, please make sure that you're using the appropriate contacts, and we have that all online. That way we don't double dip, and we get back to you guys in appropriate time and fashion. Oh. I know. I'm sorry. I just found out my voicemail's full, so I will work on that immediately after this. But then you can't leave a message for me, so it might be good. So. That's my wife, she's like, oh. We do. So, yeah, I think everybody else is probably taller than I am.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So.
Hey. All right, just want to make sure you got that. Hey,
I did text you.
Yes. Did you? Okay, sorry. Yeah,
Listen, I know you're gonna take it.
Yeah. So why don't we chat afterwards and we'll get everything set up? Okay, we'll do. I have a couple of will probably be a few, and then we'll set up whatever is needed, and we'll take a break. Okay. So, because I'm pretty sure that they're all the speakers. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. So this is
Okay.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Chief James from the Police Department. Last, my name is FRY. I'd like to introduce Moscow Police Chief Roger Lanier, Edric Wells of the Idaho State Police, University of Idaho President Scott Green, Dean of Students for the University of Idaho, Blaine Eccles, and Latah County Prosecutor Bill Thompson. This incident has shaken our community, has continued to shake our community, and we continue to mourn for the victims. We will continue to vigorously pursue the investigation and pursue justice in this case. It is a complex and terrible crime, and it will take some time to resolve. Today, we want to clarify what we know and where we're at in this investigation. Our primary goal is public safety and to get a completion of this case and bring someone to justice. We continue to get all the resources to this investigation. We've had 146 tips received, and all will be processed, vetted, investigated, and cleared. We've done over 90 interviews in this case so far, and the Moscow Police Department is utilizing the assistance from the Idaho State Police, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and the Latah County Sheriff's Office. The personnel that has been assigned to this from the Moscow Police Department is 4 detectives, 24 officers, and 5 support staff. Federal Bureau of Investigators, we have 22 investigators in Moscow. 20 additional are assigned and located in the Treasure Valley, Salt Lake City, Utah, and West Virginia. We have 2 behavior analysis individuals from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, or has any video surveillance or can provide relevant information about the murder. Or you can email the line visit line at ci.moscow.id.us. At this time, I would like to introduce Captain Lanier to give you some additional information.
Good afternoon. My name is Roger Lanier. I'm a captain of the Operations Division for the Moscow Police Department. My last spell in IER. I just want to first state that this tragic murder has shaken the community. It's been very hard for members of the community, and it's been equally difficult for our officers and for the investigators. We will continue to put all of our resources towards investigating and bringing this to a resolution. Determine on this, we're at a local bar and we're later at a truck in downtown Moscow. They arrived home at approximately 1:45 a.m. on the morning of November 13th. Ethan Chapin and Xana Kernodle, the Sigma Chi also arriving home at approximately 1:45. 2 surviving roommates were also out in the community, and they returned home at approximately 1 a.m. Did not wake up until later that morning. On the morning of November 15th at 11:58 a.m., a police to the dispatch center reporting an unconscious caller and from the phone of one of the room. My police department officers responded, located 4 victims on the second floor and 2 on the 3rd floor. And detectives provided with the results of autopsies. We know that the autopsies confirmed the identity of the 4 victims, determined the cause and manner of death as homicide by stabbing, and determined that it was likely all 4 victims who were asleep during the attack. Some of the victims have been each stabbed sexual assault. Investigators have determined 2 areas of interest within the city and the other area that came for contacted several residents in the areas. The areas are generally south of Taylor Avenue, Palouse River Drive, and west of Highway 95. Detectives have also canvassed several other neighborhoods looking for evidence, looking for additional surveillance video, and contacting residents and to see if they may have heard or seen something. I want to address conjecture and misinformation circulated on media forums and otherwise. We do not believe the following individuals are involved in this crime: the two surviving roommates, a male seen at the grub truck food vendor downtown, specifically wearing a white, a private party provided ride home to and Madison. Additionally, the identity caller and 911 call have not been released, so any information out there about investigators are aware that multiple phone calls on Kaylee's phone were made to a man. Any online reports stating that the victim had been tagged are not accurate. The contents of on King Road searched in an effort to find evidence, but nothing was discovered. Early in the investigation, to see if they type recently. And currently, there are no suspects in custody. We have not located a weapon. I want to assure you that every investigator involved will continue to put all of their resources and our partner agencies' resources into this investigation. We do appreciate the community's understanding of this, and at this time to go to Colonel Wills.
Thank you, Captain. Is Kedrick Wills, Kedrickwills, and I serve as the Director of State Police. Horrific. The murders of Madison and Kaylee are tragic loss to all of us. Nothing we can do will bring back these young lives. But we have an absolute commitment to working together to solve these senseless murders. The way that we know how to do that is partnerships, and our partnership with the Moscow Police Department, with the Idaho State Police, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and the University of Idaho to this issue to conclusion and bring justice is absolute. With Idaho Police resources on the ground in Moscow and throughout Idaho, whatever the needs are, that's what we want. And the chief spoke about the Idaho State Police resources here, and he said patrol resources. And we have those troopers here in Moscow and campus of the University of Idaho to help people to feel safe and to provide that sense of security to the people that are here, both in the student body as well as in the community at large. Do that as long as in addition to our forensics and all the resources. People want answers. People want answers to. As we already mentioned, it's really, really difficult for those investigators, those dedicated professionals who are investigating this crime. And a lot of people express desire to help, and the best thing most of the people can do to help is to stop with any kind of and just official information that comes to Moscow Police Department. Anything that we have that we can share from a law enforcement perspective, we will be sharing just as soon as we can, because that's how we think that we can get this to conclusion. Please rely on official sources of information, and please be patient. I understand that everybody wishes this was solved already. These things take time. It takes time to work through. You heard the stats, all the and everything, the interviews and everything that's done. This takes time for our investigators to work through. So please be patient as we work through this investigation. We owe this to these young kids, adults, and we are absolutely dedicated to make sure that happens. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce the University of Idaho President Green.
Scott Green, President, University of Idaho. Last name spelled Green, like the color. First, we continue to extend our heartfelt condolences to the families and friends of the victims. As stated earlier, we want justice and appreciate the increased resources from the Idaho State Police and FBI that have brought to bear on this crime. We appreciate and share the frustration of our students, parent community members who continue to push for answers. While we wait for answers in the investigation, we ramped up our and working to meet their very needs. Please continue to inform us that they believe this was a targeted attack, but we recognize this is not good enough. Our students want to complete their semester remotely until the person who committed the crime is in custody. We're also hearing that some students will be on campus and in Moscow because they gain comfort from the structure of classes being with friends and professors. All reactions and feelings are valid. We these tragedies. We're asking instructors to plan for both sets of students as we finish the semester. We will be communicating decisions early this week so that families discuss and plan their individual response over the Thanksgiving break. We learned a lot during COVID. We have many courses delivered our faculty can deploy to meet student needs. Student employee safety remain our priority. We have security patrols on campus since we were notified of this campus incident. We have also benefited from increased Idaho State Police presence on our campus. We are grateful. They have been very visible for us, and they will continue to dedicate a presence in the future. Security features in our residence. We'll continue 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All residence halls locked 24 hours a day, only accessible by students that live in the building. All residents must be accompanied by a resident of the building. Residential community dedicated resident staff and a live-in full-time resident director to help ensure a safe environment. Every evening, there are resident assistants that are on duty to perform safety and security rounds in the area, including during fall break. Housing and resident life always has at least 2 full-time staff members that are on call to provide support and emergency response 24 hours a day, including the fall break. And our Learning Center Information Desk Living and Learning Center Information Desk is open 4 hours a day and will be open all of fall break for our students' needs. While we certainly hope there is a swift closure for the arrest of whoever is responsible for this crime, we must also be prepared for all the possibilities, including a lengthy investigation. We must take and grieve along with the long-term needs of our students and our employees. We're making security our top priority. We are also planning for the very real possibility that students aren't able returning to campus. We will do our best to meet the needs of all students. Our faculty is working hard over the break to consider alternative delivery methods. We will also continue making counseling services available for all our student employees as we process our grief. The care and concern for our Vandal family is our primary role, and we take that very seriously. We are a Vandal family, nothing more to us than family. And I'd also like to just thank all those for the great outpouring of support we've received from the nation. It's been incredible time, and all those who stand in solidarity with us, just know it means a great deal to us. Thank you.
So we're going to open it up at this time to about 8 to 10 questions. We ask that only one question is asked per person, please. And I would also like to just see if there's an Argonaut reporter here. I think it's only fair to give our student reporter the first shot.
Speak up if you're from the Argonaut.
There.
Are you from the Argonaut?
Are you from the University of Idaho? Anybody from the University of Idaho, Argonaut? Okay.
Thank you.
I'm Ted Williams, Fox News. You all have said that these killings are targeted. Can you tell us why you believe they are targeted killings? And do you know who, if any, of the victims were the actual targets of the killings?
As we stated earlier in the previous press release, press conference, we believe they're targeted as we take a tally of all the circumstances that we're looking at. Do we know any one person that it was targeted? We're not able to say at this point in time due to our investigation. But we still believe that. But we, like I said, we take a totality of everything we're looking at.
Chief Glenn Mosley, Idaho Public Radio here in Moscow. On the resources, do you have the resources that you need?
You have the resources. It's an incredible outpouring of what we receive from the Idaho Navy and from the Federal Bureau of Investigations in Latah County. Anything we ask for is given. So at any time, if we need additional, all I have to do is call the colonel, and he will provide that. He's already guaranteed me that, and I know the FBI has said the same thing.
Hi, Burley from the Spokesman Review. I said you're not going to release who the night caller was. Was the killer the 911 caller?
I will tell you no.
You said it was made from the roommate's phone, but you didn't say the roommate made the phone. So did they make on the roommate's phone, or can you verify it was another?
So if we could just go to this one.
Well, it's the phone. That's why I wanted to.
So what I'll say to that is it was made from the roommate's call, or phone, excuse me, and we're not going to divulge who made that call. It's part of our investigation still. We get ready to release that, we will.
Hi, Christina Corbin with Fox News. The male subject whom the women called, has he been ruled out as a suspect or person of interest?
Everything that we have taken from those calls, we have followed up on, we've cleared, and we believe that there's no connection there.
Got it. Just following up on that 911 call, you said that you don't believe that the killer ruled the person that called 911 from inside the home as a suspect in this case?
Can you go ahead and just ask that one more time?
The person that was inside the home, 911, that was not one of the roommates. Can you conclusively rule that person as a suspect?
I said that it was used with the roommate.
I believe somebody asked if that was the killer, and you said no.
No, that's correct.
Was there someone there other than two roommates when police responded to the home? How many?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure at this time.
Do you guys have any idea if the killer's still within the community, or are you looking outside the community for the killer in terms of location?
We are aware that evidence would. I can't say if the I can't say what community the person is in. We're looking at every resource we can to make that location of that individual. And part of that, the safety of our community, and that's why we brought in to keep community as safe as we can. I'm not even aware. Everywhere. Two more
was this attack done by one perpetrator? And if so, how does one individual kill people right?
All news of that any of that information. I don't even know that information at this point in time, and that's why we're continuing to investigate.
So you don't know how you were here number.
We do not. One more question.
Hi, Ann Palermo, host state. In the release yesterday, you confirmed that the victims were found on the second and third floors of the home. Can you say which of the victims were found where?
I'm not going to close that information. They were found on the second and third floor, and that's as far as we're going to go with that investigation too, because all those key pieces do come to play later. We do thank you. Thank you for meeting with us. Thank you for get information, and assure you we will continue to work hard. We will continue to do everything we can